everyone, how are you all? Hi, I'm Sophie if you're new here, and welcome back. I'm filming this on a very dark Saturday afternoon. It's absolutely pouring down in the studio, so I apologise if you can hear any rain, but I am so excited because it's Colour Saturday. So it's a new coin I've termed, because I was planning on releasing a celebration of colour update on Colour Friday, which is an alternative name to Black Friday, which is the 28th of November. However, I got knocked down with food poisoning on Wednesday morning and was totally wiped out. Couldn't even lift my head off the pillow. I was poorly, as they say in Yorkshire here, which means I'm well, if you're not familiar with that term. So hence I've called it Colour Saturday, and I'm filming this ahead of the launch, hopefully get it uploaded before the shop update goes live, but if not, you can watch it at your own time, own pleasure. So, oh my goodness, I'm so excited, So there are certain treats today. So if you are subscribed to our newsletter, which you can do at the bottom of the comments down below, you will get a treat if you spend over £75. So that's the first treat. However, if you're a member of our Patreon or YouTube membership, you will get 15% off. I know, I'm feeling generous. And you'll even get 15% off Advents. I know I said it. I have 3 ahead of me looking at me as I film this, and that's it. So if you want the last 3, they won't arrive by the 1st of December, which is Monday, so that is the clause there. But you'll also get 15% off the whimsical Christmas Eve box, which is shipping in about 2 weeks' time, which is very exciting, to open on Christmas Eve. And no, it'll ship a bit earlier, it'll ship next week. And all these new goodies that I'm about to launch, and last week's shop update, and the shop update before that. So everything that's on the website, you'll get 15% off if you're subscribed to our Patreon or YouTube memberships. So that's a treat for you there, as a thank you, to say thank you for your love. And yes, so firstly, I'm going to talk about Advent Calendar because I'm so excited. I am going to start knitting tomorrow, I think. Because I'm going to open day 1 early and film it, and then start knitting the first clue. We are launching a knit along with the wonderful Anna of Needle and Feather, who's designed a beautiful cowl. That's how it goes. And the theme for this year's Advent is herbarium. So Anna has designed a herbarium cowl. It is gorgeous. So I'm going to knit the cowl in DK. So I'm going to do a 4-ply one for a simple pattern, and then the DK for Anna's beautiful cowl pattern. And I think I'm going to make it into a cushion, because I want more cushions in my life. And I have lots of beautiful cowls, so I think I will use the pattern squares, because each 2 days I think is a square. I need to look up the details. And then I can knit them into something. I mean, you could make an amazing blanket. The possibilities are endless. But also I want to show you some pattern ideas of samples that we have right here. Just to get those creative juices flowing. We do have an amazing Advent Calendar bundle on our Ravelry page, which I'll link below. So that has lots of inspiration of pattern ideas for both knit and crochet. So here's the Advent Calendar. I'm so excited. And on the back it says herbarium, and then I've designed this beautiful. So this is the Advent Calendar. I have 2 left in 4-ply and 2 left in DK. You also get 100 gram skein with it as well, which is a beautiful neutral colour which matches with all the colours. So firstly, I want to show you last year's shawl. I'm just going to take the microphone off while I undo this. Take that back on. So this is last year's Advent Calendar, and this is the beautiful shawl that Veera designed for our Advent. And Lynn knit this amazing sample. So this is called the Fleur Shawl. It is brioche, and it is just divine, absolutely divine. It's such a squishy, beautiful fabric. and it's a large shawl. You can wrap it around about 17 times. Just gonna keep myself warm here because it's rather chilly in the studio. Oops, sorry about that. I'm terrible with microphones. So put that there. So that's the Fleur Shawl by Veera Välimäki. Then we have some other options. So if you don't want to make a shawl with your Advent, I thought about garments because there's some amazing simple stripe sweaters which you can make. There's the stripes by Andrea Mowry. There's the one by Joanna Gerich, I think she's called. I'll link them all below. But how about a pressed flowers Advent jumper cardigan? Because each flower you could use a different colour. I know, right? I know. I mean, I cannot take credit for this beautiful cardigan because Sharon knit this amazing cardigan. The pattern's by Savoury Knitting, and she does amazing patterns all with this pressed flowers design. But she also does a shawl, a cowl, like a loop cowl. How amazing would that be in Advent? The possibilities are endless. Then I thought, how about a crochet one which combines crochet and knitting? The Jethro cardigan by Tanis Fibre Arts. Also knit by Lynn, who knit this one, knit and crocheted. So you could use the main colour. You might need to order more main colour, which I'll list on the website tonight. But you could make this beautiful crochet cardigan. I'd probably say, not sure if you'd have enough for the, yeah, you would. Some of the larger sizes, you might not have enough for the DK. I don't know, I'll have to look that one up. But that's an option. You could modify, etc., etc. Then the next option is the amazing Compito Candy Shawl, which is by Hiromi Glover. This is an amazing striped, simple stripe shawl. And in between, we've used neon net fluff. But that would be amazing in Advent. You could just go on and on and on. And you could customize it to whatever shape you want. It's like a long rectangular shawl. I'd say a scarf more, but you can like loop it round and isn't it glorious? So that will be a really nice simple knit, which is what I'm going for the knit simple version. And I'm going to use it with a strand of undyed mohair, which I think is listed on the website. You can purchase. I just want a simple knit, and I'm going to reveal what pattern I'm going to use in my first episode of Vlogmas. Vlogmas is back, and I've got a new mug. It says Vlogmas on it. I couldn't resist the lovely Emma Bridgewater mugs, and I decided to get a Vlogmas personalised mug. I've also seen, I need to look up, I think the shop update is tonight or tomorrow. There's a lady that does a hat. You know, if you see like a baseball cap, you've obviously seen those. But she's wrote, it's embroidered, I'd rather be watching Vlogmas. And I saw her in our local supermarket and I was like, looking at her hat, I was like, does your hat say something about Vlogmas? And she was like, yes! And I was so excited. So I also want one of those because I love watching other people's Vlogmas, not necessarily crafting ones, just general atmospheric Vlogmases. So stay tuned for Vlogmas. I'm putting a lot of energy into it this year. I'm going for it. I'm so excited. If you don't know what Vlogmas is, have a look at last year's. Actually, it's not very good last year's, but I'll get better this year. I've learned a lot, and this year is going to be better. So, back to the Advent patterns. Any of Stephen West's amazing shawls would work, but this one will be beautiful. This is stripometry. Yeah. So this only used 10 mini skeins. So you could use, for the 4-ply version, you could, instead of using the main colour, you could use minis. So you could just create like an amazing rainbow, because then you'd use up more of the 4-ply. And you could make it bigger. But any of Stephen West's amazing shawls you could use for Advent inspiration. He has launched a new blanket, which looks amazing. It's called the Reykjavik blanket. I'll link it below. That would be amazing in Advent. I think you'd probably need more yarn than an Advent calendar. But chef's kiss. I've also got to tell you about a subscription for next year. I'm so excited, so excited. So another option for a advent pattern is this beautiful shawl, which is called the Night Light Shawl by Andrea Mowry. And this is using DK. This sample was knit by Lorna, and it's absolutely beautiful, using our 10-pack colours, which would work beautifully with our new Colour Saturday mini skein sets. So you could use all of these minis and a main skein colour to match possibly Pampas Grass or Candy Tuft Umbellata. That would be great to use as a MC. But this is the new Colour Saturday mini skein set. This is the DK on Sparkle merino sock. I'm a bit obsessed with this merino sock, Sparkle. It has such a glimmer. I don't think, oh, you can see through the packet. Oh, it's glorious. Then I've also dyed it on 4-ply, which doesn't have, I have dyed it on 4-ply Sparkle, but this is the regular 4-ply merino Sparkle. No, the regular, I haven't even had that much coffee today. The regular 4-ply merino sock. So they are the colours. So all of these colours I have then dyed up into larger skeins and a variety of different bases. So 2 of them haven't quite worked how I wanted them. So I have not listed those for tonight's update because I'm not happy with them. But the rest have come out pretty nice, even if I do say so myself. It's a lot of work designing new colours, and a lot of times it doesn't work, and it doesn't, like, when I say designing colours, like bringing colours together. So, for example, I've then put them together in mini skein sets, 5 skein sets. For example, I wanted like a really sort of a neutral browny yellow, and I couldn't get this one to work. And then the purple I couldn't quite get to work, and the different shades and tones, and then I was adding dyes, and yeah, it's not as easy as just chucking the dye in and going, oh yeah, it's worked, which I wish it was. I really wish. But so yes, there is one of the bundles. So this is the purple bundle of the Colour Saturday mini skein sets, and then I've dyed the pink bundle. I love these colours together. So all these 8 of these colours are available in larger skeins, but they are all available in mini skeins as well. It is quite difficult. I dyed non-superwash yarns with the superwash, and on reflection, I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have separated the non-superwash and the superwash apart to get more even results. But I was so excited, I just wanted to put all of it together. So that's, I think, why it was this dark purple that didn't work. It looks a lot pinker on here than it does in the... and this very pale... No, which was the other colour? Yeah, the very pale pink I didn't have a chance to dye minis at 100 gram skeins for. So those 2 colours are not in the update as larger skeins. They may be in the future if I have time. But yeah, that's a little bit weird. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I asked if you would like sock sets or different options. And this shop update, I have done sock sets and I've done single skeins, but I have also done a merino and mohair or merino and Surrey alpaca together as a bundle. And I can't tell you how long I've spent making bows. Bows on bows on bows. I mean, this one looks all right, actually. But the velvet ribbon is quite fine, and it didn't bow in the way I wanted it to bow. So here we go. Here's some of the colours. So these are all going to be available at 8 p.m. tonight. And if you're a YouTube or Patreon subscriber, you get 15% off. Or if you subscribe to our newsletter, which is free, you get a tote bag, little lunch bag, which I'll show you right now. And try not to fall off the chair. I mean, almost. Oh, I mean, that would be a one to tell friends, wouldn't it? So this is the lovely lunch bag you will get complimentary if you spend over £75 on our website. And that's for newsletter subscribers. They're a really great size. You can put yarn in it, you could put your lunch in it. But we only have a few of these available. So once they have sold out, we won't have any more. So that is a thing there. So I'm going to show you some of the colours that did work out. I mean, look at these bundles. I'm quite daring with this one, and I'm not sure if I 100% love it, but I think it needs it. Oh, it looks good on camera. I sound like a real weirdo. Oh, it's kind of like a saffron yellow. It's brighter than I anticipated, but look at that glow on the mohair. Oh, that would be amazing as like a simple, like an Elton sweater or Elton cardigan, Elton sweater. There is an Elton sweater, or just a really simple like Lento sweater held together. So that's why I put these bundles together. You could make hats with it. You could make little like bandana scarves, cowls. So I'm going to show you a couple of the colours. I haven't named them yet, so that's why I'm not saying the names. This is a lovely caramel colour that I was working on. Beautiful. Then we have a deep burgundy. Oh, she's upside down. And then we have like a warmer pink, purple burgundy, which is really nice. If I do say so myself. I love those colours. Even the burgundy and this paler, look how nice they work together. Imagine a sweater in that. Oh, imagine the rosy sweater in that combination. That as the main colour and then that as the CC. There's two other colours which I'm trying to reach, probably not fall off the chair. I want to develop a really nice soft lilac, and lilac is one of those colours that's quite difficult to dye. You can get sort of a really deep purple and you can get like a really pale, but I wanted like this lovely, like it's almost a bit peachy, bit blue lilac. Oh, I like it a lot. Be nice as a simple sweater as well. I mean, I'm all about the simple makes at the moment, as we come up to this very busy festive season. And then last but not least, I had to do a pink, obviously. Oh, I love this colour. This is similar to our pink Christmas cactus colour. It is brighter. I have used this colour in the Surrey alpaca in one of my new test knit I'm knitting, which I haven't got very far, and I do want your advice on. So it's in a beautiful project bag made by Sally, obviously. So this is a test knit for Veera, and I'm not very far. I'm on row 10 and it's probably due in like 3 days, but I'm taking it at my pace. That's what I'm embracing. This is the beautiful sweater. It's called the gingerbread sweater, and apparently it's launching mid-December, so we'll see. I'm hoping the end of December. But I want your advice because I've dyed a new yarn base, which I'm really excited about, which is one of the new colours, the new gingerbread colour. So that's on merino, and this is on a new yarn base called Wensleydale Luxe. It's rather nice. At first it was quite coarse. No, not coarse. What am I kidding? So I like soft yarn. I am a merino fan through and through. And at first I was like, oh, the Wensleydale's a bit, I can't really say coarse because it's not. It's not a scratchy yarn. But combined with the alpaca and the silk, chef's kiss. It is such a beautiful blend. I did swatch, but of course I haven't brought it with me. And then I'm using this new pink as the CC. I need to put it on a bigger cable, so don't shout at me. But it's starting. The only thing is, I'm wondering if it's enough contrast. What do you think? I don't think it is. I really don't think it's... Oh, I do like it though. I think perhaps I should go a paler colour. Like, for example, this. Maybe that will show up more. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really, really nice to knit with. Really nice. And it's my first time doing pearls in colorwork, which is a new thing for me. Sorry, microphone down. A new thing for me. I did not expect pearls in the colorwork chart. That's how inexperienced I am at colorwork. So it's been good fun learning, dropping, swapping hands. So that's my knitting at the moment. Obviously not done much, but that's okay. We're here for that. My pattern. Last but not least, I want to show you a new mini skein set, which I just put together. Finished dyeing this morning. I mean, there's some still in the dye pans right now, which I'm going to empty before I go home. And this is inspired by the lovely Nikki Franklin. If you don't know Nikki Franklin's work, go and have a look. She's an amazing embroidery artist, needlework artist, shall we say. And she sent me a picture of some colours and she said, could you dye these for me? And I was like, yes, of course. So I've done my own version and here we are as the mini skein set. So this is my Holly Jolly mini skein set. It's got some greens, it's got some teals, it's got some reds and some pinks. And it would be perfect to make a holiday doodle or like the doodle decks that I haven't got next to me. They're just up here. Hang on. I'm trying to not fall off the chair. The holiday doodle decks, which the 15% off will also work on it. To make a cowl, to make a blanket. There's a new crochet artist. Well, the crochet artist has just made a new book called Anita. I'll link hers below. She's done an amazing festive blanket. So I'm also dyeing these colours on 100 gram skeins and yes, 100 gram skeins. I can do 50 gram skeins if you so wish. Please send me an email if so. But I will put the listing up for 100 gram skeins of all 10 colours. I really like this colour combination. I really like the pinks and the teals together. And then the red and the green. It's just a lovely holiday collection. So the last thing I want to tell you about is my idea for next year's subscription. So we are thinking of doing a blanket club. So one of the main things that has troubled us this year is shipping to worldwide. With the tariffs that came in and the different charges, I wondered if I should do a smaller letterbox subscription, but still send a little parcel of joy. So I've worked out that I can get 2 or 3 mini skeins in a tiny little box and ship them as a letterbox size. So I'm thinking, how about we do a blanket club? And the inspiration behind this blanket club is this beautiful crochet blanket. But you don't have to make crochet. You could do a knitting, you could do a weave, you could... Oh, I love it. So this was a blanket that was made, I'd say about 4 years ago. Just absolutely incredible. It's knit with 4-ply merino sock and each square is 1 20 gram of colour and 1 20 gram of undyed. So there isn't a pattern per se for this blanket, but the lovely crochet designer Mima Makes has just launched a very similar pattern today. And there is also a free pattern. Oh, the rain's getting a bit crazy out there. For this blanket, which is called the Crochet Patchwork Blanket, and it's a free pattern by Mawara Crochet. So this is very similar. So you could also use this idea for an advent, your advent yarn, but I thought it'd be really nice as a blanket club to get 1 or 2 mini skeins a month and just slowly make something all together, and to spur each other on and just get that sense of community, because it's so lovely seeing like the joys of doing a cal or a make along is everyone coming together. Oh, I like their color combinations, and I swear I haven't even had any wine yet. No, it's gin tonight. So what do you think? A blanket club. And then the shipping will be minimal because it'll be going worldwide in a letter. So I need to work out how to program the website to make that viable. But I'm excited. What do you think? You can choose your different yarn base. You could have a am I saying something there I want to say? I'm debating doing a non-superwash mini skein because they are available from my supplier, but the colours will be more muted than the brighter colours. I've said it now, it's going to happen. What do you think? A non-superwash mini skein idea, club? Obviously we'll do superwash, we'll do 4-ply DK, but then there might be an option to do a sparkle. I mean, look at that amazing star. It's just beautiful. And I want to crochet more because I don't crochet enough. Oh, I love it. So on that note, I'm going to go and program all the website and hopefully see you very soon on our shop update in 3 hours. Holy moly. I'm also updating the Kahana stock because I realised I hadn't put that on the website. So I do apologise if you've been looking for that, which are the lovely Japanese tools. They will go live tonight. And there's Colour Friday discounts. There's a Colour Friday sale. And yeah. So hope you're all well. And thank you for watching. If you don't already, please I can't even say it. Hype is the little button down there. Like, another little button down there. And subscribe, another little button. Oh, you'll be all following now going, oh my goodness, she can't even get her words out. When I was little, I used to say, I can't get my worms out. And my mum was like, what are you on about? And I went, what? Worms. Yeah, so I couldn't get my worms out. So, I hope everyone is well on that note. And look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye.